Hey, welcome to a new episode of the Rock Fantasy Files featuring founding member of Metal Veterans Alcatrazz. We have Gary Shea in the house with us today. Alcatrazz were formed in 1983 and were famous for many, many years. They've had many different personnel and musicians in the lineup. And we're here to talk about the new album today, entitled V, which just came out October 15th on Silver Lining Music. Also joining us today is renowned rock and metal journalist Chris Alo. Welcome to the vlog, Gary. And where are you joining us from this afternoon or this morning?
You hear the noise in the background?
A little bit.
Yeah. Jackhammering my floors.
What's that?
They're jackhammering my kitchen floor.
Oh no. Okay, so
it's hard to hear you.
Okay, we'll try to talk over it. So let's talk a little bit about the new record quickly.
Okay.
All right. What do you got to say about the new album? Let's hear about it.
We're really happy how it came out. You know, we set out with a new direction and wanted it to be heavy, and we got our wish. We're really pleased with how it came out sonically and mix-wise, the songs, and we're just rolling along really well. We feel great.
You filmed a couple videos for the new release. Would you like to fill us in on the new videos you filmed? A couple new videos you put out. I was watching.
Right. What was that?
I was fill us in on the new videos that you filmed for the.
Well, we've been doing a bunch of them. Again, they're all by remote because of the COVID thing, so they're not really as snazzy as we'd like them to be. But they're great, man. They're doing a really good job, especially I like all. We've done 4 of them so far.
Yeah, I know they were talking about. You did the ones for Grace of God, correct?
Yeah, that's the latest one. That came out great.
And you did one for Turn of the Wheel.
Yep, Sword and Stone.
Actually, excellent. All right, cool. Chris has got a couple questions for you up there.
I definitely got a couple questions for you, Gary. Thanks, Steve. Thanks, Gary, for joining us. I absolutely loved the last record, 2020's Born Innocent.
Right.
I know when Steve and I did our top 10 of the year, this was I think 2 or 3 for me. So I really love the record. Maybe for those who aren't familiar with the last year, 2 years plus, maybe we could talk about how that came together, and then unfortunately how things didn't quite work out. Post the album's release with Graham Bonnet.
Yeah, it's just he left the band, so that didn't work out.
Right, there was something going on with management or something, and
right. If you hang on 1 second.
The Sledgehammer episode.
That's funny.
It's going to tell him, knock it off, no sledgehammering.
Gentlemen, sorry for that. Now we're back. I'm sorry. Can you repeat your last question?
Yeah, I mean, you guys reunited with Graham. You put out a killer record, and then you couldn't tour because. Yeah. So maybe you could just tell everybody what happened with that, and then how you wind up finding Doogie, and just to catch everybody up.
Well, number one, Graham is a little hard to work with, and he does things like that. So he left the band. It's not like heavy metal music. He wants to do something else, and we immediately called Doogie. Doogie thought about it for a bit and said, "Yeah, I'm in," and off we went. Didn't take too long, so we're really happy with. Everything came together. We're on one page. Everyone loves what we're doing. We're focused, and we're really excited to start our tour. We start in 2 weeks in England.
Oh, very cool. That's awesome. Well, that was a question too I had. Yeah, I know when you guys played with Graham, of course, you would do some Rainbow stuff.
Right.
But now Doogie was in Rainbow too. So
right. Yeah. So we're doing some of his Rainbow songs just for fun.
That's awesome. That's super cool.
Yeah, we're doing some old Alcatrazz, some new Alcatrazz, and the best of Doogie.
That's awesome. I mean, does it feel kind of weird that you're actually sort of promoting 2 records because you didn't get the chance to play live for Born Innocent?
Yeah, we're doing a couple of songs off the Born Innocent as well. And yeah, it's too bad we couldn't get to go. We canceled about 30 shows, I think, from last summer. We never got to go
Right.
for that record. So that was kind of a drag. I was looking forward to going to places I've never gone to before. So we'll get them this time.
Awesome. Well, yeah, I mean, the timing was terrible because you had parting with Graham and also the whole COVID situation. So,
Right.
you know, you guys, like everybody else, has been on hold for, you know, quite a while.
Yeah. A lot of bands are out there playing. We've waited, and with our shows being in Europe, it's a little more intensive as far as they're a lot more strict about what they're doing as far as travel goes and what's open,
Right.
what's not open. And so we've had to wait for that and see. You know, we've had to wait till the very end here to book airfare and all that stuff. It's way more expensive having to wait at the last minute to do things, but everything's on. All the green lights are up, so we're going.
Very
That's
cool.
Yeah.
Now, was your approach to writing and recording different with Doogie than it was in the past with Graham?
Not really. Just here's some songs Joe and Jimmy got together in Boston. Had some ideas and sent to Doogie. Doogie lives in Scotland, and we put all together with our home studios and ship files back and forth, and that's the result.
Okay.
We're pretty
Very
happy.
cool.
A lot more complicated, and a lot of emails.
Oh, I'll bet. Well, you
Very good.
touched on it. You touched on it earlier. To me, it definitely does sound, you know, heavier. I talked to a friend, and he was like, "Hey, you know, did you hear the new Alcatrazz yet?" And I'm like, "No, I didn't." He's like, "Oh, to me, it sounds so different." And then when I heard it, I'm like, "Well, it sounds like Alcatrazz, just a little heavier, and with Doogie fronting the band."
Right. Still me and Jimmy. We're
Yeah.
the consistent guys through the whole thing. You know, we're on all 5 studio albums, really. And, you know, we've been there since the beginning. We're still here. We're
Right.
still Alcatrazz. We're not going anywhere. We're not changing anything or anything like that. It's because one guy left us and we can't continue our music. That's kind of crazy.
Oh, absolutely. But now,
So,
unfortunately, to complicate things, right? He's got a band that he's calling like Graham Bonnet's Alcatrazz.
it's all kind of hearsay at this point. You know, it's just him saying stuff.
Okay.
Why don't you quit Alcatrazz and start Alcatrazz? If you're Graham Bonnet, why don't you call yourself Graham Bonnet and be Graham Bonnet?
There you go.
Ozzy didn't quit and say, you know, featuring Ozzy Osbourne, Black Sabbath. He just became Ozzy Osbourne.
Right.
So
No,
then Graham
that's a great point.
do the same thing. Ronnie didn't quit, and it was, you know, featuring Ronnie Dio, became Ronnie Dio.
Yeah.
Graham should do the same thing. Have some faith in himself and just be Graham Bonnet. I don't know why he's got a drag Alcatrazz name in on it. He quit the band. The band's got a record deal. The only band on the earth called Alcatrazz with 2 Z's.
Right.
We're
Well,
the
that's a great
band,
point.
you know? So he's saying a lot of crazy stuff out there, and it confuses people, unfortunately. But we figure we haven't got time to worry about any of that. We're looking forward, just rocking hard and playing around the planet, having a good time. So I hope a lot of people get a chance to see us that never saw us before.
Well, I was going to say, are there plans to come to the States? And if so, when might that be?
Not yet, but we're working on it.
Okay.
You know, hopefully next year, a lot of gigs will be coming down the pike. And I'm sure some of those will be in the States for sure. So at the moment, no, we haven't booked anything just yet for the States.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Steve and I in our area here in New York, we're finally starting to see concerts get announced
Right.
more and more. So
Right.
it would be
And
great to see
where are
Alcatrazz out
you?
here.
And where are you joining us from today, Gary? I don't think you could hear me earlier today when we were.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Amelia Island, Florida.
Oh,
North
okay.
of Jacksonville. The very northeast corner of Florida.
Okay, very good.
I can see Georgia from here.
You were
Nice.
having a real heavy metal episode here. You had a sledgehammer going in the kitchen.
Hey, I come prepared, man. You want to hear some noise? I got noise. I
That's
play bass.
awesome.
I'm used to shaking a house. So
Do you have a favorite track off the record, or a particular track that you think, you know, if you're trying to convince somebody to, you know, jump on board with this new version of Alcatrazz, like what's the track that fans should check out?
I don't know. Sword Deliverance is a great song. I like that.
Okay. I'm partial to Night Watch. I really like Night
Night
Watch.
Watch,
I thought
yeah.
that was great.
It's great because different people are saying different things, and that's a good sign that there's
Yeah.
other songs besides the one song that people like, and the rest of it's kind of So we're hoping it's a strong record and a lot of songs other people, collectively like. So that's good. You like Night Watch? It's a great song too.
Yeah, it's great. Great. Definitely one of the heavier ones. I mean,
Yeah.
does it feel like the band is sort of starting from scratch now, even though you guys have,
No, because we're up and running. We were planning on doing this record. We were getting ready to do it. Graham just kind of got strange and left the band, broke his record contract and just bolted. I don't know. But it didn't. We're in free fall for about a week until we secured Doogie for sure, and so it didn't take too long. So there was no downtime or any dip in our activity. So we're real lucky for that.
Okay, cool. What was there any concern about going with him? I mean, because he's a great singer, he's a great frontman, but he's also one of those guys like a Ronnie Romero. He's in so many projects and has so many things going on.
Doogie's great, and the things he's been in have been top-notch projects too. Just great stuff. He's been with Richie Blackmore. He's been with Michael Schenker. He's played with Yngwie. He's done a lot of stuff. And it's all the same guys. We're all kind of the same guys. We're sort of an extended family.
True.
We're kind of in the Deep Purple branch of things, of that kind of music. So again, everyone knows everyone. We knew Doogie from before, and it just feels like a great match. If anybody could be the guy, he's the guy for sure. So we're lucky to have him, and looking forward to rocking out big time.
Awesome. Yeah, I was telling Steve right before you popped on that I actually saw the Michael Schenker group, Michael Schenker Fest, twice in 2018 and 2019, and it had Graham and Doogie.
Yeah.
So I hate to ask the question, but are things weird with the two of them?
No, they're good friends. They've been friends for a long time.
Okay, because it kind of seems like Doogie's hooking up after the divorce. Doogie's hooking up with the newly single girl. So
you gotta do what you gotta do.
Oh, no, absolutely.
No, that didn't happen at all. He was surprised actually. We rang him up, and he was thinking, well, he just did a solo album, so that was in the mix as well. And so time-wise was a factor, but everything worked out well. And those guys are friends, and we're still friends with Graham. It's just a crazy situation. You got to be happy in doing what you're doing, and it's a lot of work. And to not be happy that's not a good thing. You can't do any work if you're not happy.
Yeah.
So, but we're very pleased with what we're doing, and we're not looking back. So, I'm geeked. I'm ready to do it.
I was going to say, Steve, is there anything?
I
know we all got to run in a minute.
About the album that just came out here in the States, actually on the 15th, correct? And actually on my birthday. And was there vinyl released on this too? Because I did not receive the vinyl in the shop yet. I don't believe. I own a record store up here in New York.
So there was a vinyl release for the Born Innocent album. It was a special release on blue vinyl.
Okay, nothing on the V album though.
No, not yet.
Okay, okay, that's what that was my question. Okay.
Yeah, no, it was the Born Innocent album did so well if they released it blue vinyl. We thought that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Cool. What part of New York are you in?
I'm in Middletown, New York. Actually, many moons ago, you were scheduled to play a club here in Middletown, and the club had gone out of business like the week before you guys were coming to play, and we were all so bummed. And this is back around 1983, 84, probably, and when you were up touring off the first album.
I grew up in Connecticut, so I know where Middletown is.
You know where Middletown is, right down 84, right?
That's right. Right to my hometown, Southington.
Okay, sure.
Oh, okay. I used to go to Southington for ribs all the time. We used to be that place for barbecue ribs. I can't remember the name, but
it's the crossroads of the world there in Connecticut.
So Gary, is there any message you want to parlay to your fans that could be watching, or some people that are just rediscovering Alcatrazz? I hope the people that haven't heard of us check us out, because I think they'll like what they'll hear. If they're into heavy rock, heavy metal, they'll like what we're doing. And to
the people who know who we are, we're really excited to play live now and see people and go out there and do it. It's going to be great.
And through the different lineups you've had over the years, you've always had these magnificent guitar players. You know?
There's this juggling thing we got going on, you know.
Find a shredder.
We've auditioned all kinds of people, you know, and it's been great. You know, we've there's one thing to having the same guys in a band for 50 years, and there's another thing to having different guys in the band. It's just been just the way it worked out. You know, it's a fluky thing. It's been great, really. I can't knock it. It's been interesting.
And how do viewers find you on the web?
They can look for us on Facebook at Alcatrazz Official.
Okay.
And that has all the tour dates and the videos and all that stuff that's going on.
And we do get some viewers that watch us in Europe. So you guys are starting a tour, what, in the beginning of November?
Yeah, very beginning.
And you're going all through Europe?
No, we're doing 12 shows in the UK.
Oh, UK. Okay. Because I know it's really complicated from hopping from country to country right now.
Yeah, it was 10. It was we had some shows in Ireland, but the club fell apart.
Okay.
So we've added more shows in England. We've got 10 shows in England and 2 in Scotland.
I wish you all the luck and all the safe travels, and it'll be great to get back on stage, of course, and after being cooped up for so long.
I know, it's been weird. We're gonna go right into rehearsal, which would be great. And all of us get together for the first time and live and be a band and have a great time.
Excellent.
So looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to saying hi to everybody around the world. So.
Excellent. Of course. Chris, any last words from you?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Just I wanted to add, we just can't wait to see you guys live, play the new material and the old stuff for sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Sounds great. Well, thanks, guys. Sorry about the noise again.
That's all right. Thanks for your time today, Gary. And we're all everyone go out and take a listen to the latest Alcatrazz album entitled V. And it's out and it's on Spotify, it's on YouTube, and it's buy a hard copy though and support the band. Go see them live and stay metal. If you like the channel, hit subscribe and mention your favorite Alcatrazz moments or stuff in the comments, and we'll put some of the links in the show notes also. Thank you very much, Gary, and
thanks, Gary.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.